Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been a long road to recovery from my back injury, but I'm pleased to say I am almost 100% now. It's a beautiful Melbourne spring day, so we're videoing in my daughter's courtyard outside. Hope you enjoy, and if you want more videos, please hit the subscribe button. So today we're gonna use the small ball. It's just a different tool, a little bit of fun. Let's get started. So I'd like you to take a seat. I'd like you to pop the ball between your thighs. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips, and you want a little bit of a rounded lower back. Let's take the arms in front of us. On the inhale, I'd like you to squeeze the ball, change it to an oval shape. On the exhale, it's a very small movement. Slowly roll your hips to meet your ribs and draw your navel towards your spine. It's a pelvic tilt. And then come back on top of your sit bones. Let's go again. So breathing out, think of stapling the belly button towards your spine as you squeeze that ball. Inhale and lift up. So it's a very small movement. I want you to focus here on your breath, and I want you to focus on connecting to your abdominals. Let's do one more here. And exhale, squeezing the ball. Feel that inner thigh connection. Believe it or not, that inner thigh connection is going to help you connect. Now let's deepen that flexion. So breathing out, squeeze the ball. You're going to roll your hips to meet your ribs. You're going to draw your navel towards your spine. Relax your shoulders and lower your torso. My spine is rounded. Go as far as you can without lifting your feet, without loading your lower back. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Keep the pressure on the ball and you're scooping. Hugging that imaginary barrel, looking down towards your navel. And then let's rebuild mid and upper back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Let's go again. Let's go again. Breathing out, squeeze that ball. Navel to spine. Deepening if it's available. Remember, you're still warming up. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop. Pressure on that ball, you're rounding. Look at your navel. And then rebuild mid and upper back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Let's go again. Breathing out, pressure on the ball. Exhale. Rolling back. And I'd like you to hold the C shape. Make sure you're not here. So you want to close your ribs. You want to feel a lengthening and deepening across that lower spine. Let's hug an imaginary beach ball and interlink our fingers. Can you lift your elbows? Keep the pressure on the ball. Rotate towards me and breathe out for 3. Exhale. Shoo, shoo. Back to the center. The back of the room. Out, 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 and in. Now while you're rotating, keep the pressure on the ball. Don't allow your hips to move. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, and I want you to feel your waistline. And breathe out. 2, 3, back to the center. Exhale. 2, 3. Let's do one more set. Pressure on the ball. Feel that inner thigh. Last one. Breathe out. 2, 3. Back to the center. Release the fingers. Let's scoop. Hug that imaginary barrel. You're looking at your navel. Excuse me. And rebuild mid and upper back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Make sure you're at the edge of your mat because we're rolling all the way down. Inhale, squeeze the ball, lift your chest a little. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under, soften and close those ribs, staple your belly button towards your spine, pressure on the ball, it's an oval. Now defy gravity here and lower with control. Feel the back of your hips, the lower back, mid back, your upper back. Land your head, release your arms, and bring your feet in. So you want your feet to be a comfortable distance from your buttocks. Place your arms in a low V. Just take a moment, bring your mind into your body. Think about your posture here. You want your pubic bone and your hip bones to be on the same level. You want a little pocket of air between that lower spine and the mat. That means you're in the right place with your pelvis. Let's lift the shoulders up to the ears, and I walk your fingertips towards your heels and flatten your scapula on the mat. So your neck is long and your chest is open. Let's take the fingertips to the base of the skull. Make sure you can see your elbows in your peripheral vision. On the inhale, we want to engage the inner thigh. The ball becomes an oval, and just nod your chin. Take a moment here. I want you to make sure you're looking at the ball, not at the ceiling, because that will strain your neck. Now keep the pressure on the ball, and as you breathe out, let's deepen the flexion and lift a little higher. Don't pop your navel. Release the ball as you roll down. So let's do that one breath, one movement. Exhale, nodding the chin, pressure on the ball. It's an oval, and peel up. elbows in your peripheral vision, and lower down, releasing the ball. And again, breathing out. You're aiming to get the tips of the shoulder blades on the mat. Don't just lift your head and neck. Make sure you're not using your neck extensors. 2 more. Squeezing the ball, nod that chin, exhale and roll up. Tips of the shoulder blades are on. Each time, try and see if you can get a little more height. Last one, nod the chin, squeeze the ball and hold here. Try and keep the chest lift. Right arm to your ear. Then your left, relax your shoulders, pressure on the ball. Exhale, curl a little higher, fingertips to the hips. Arms to the T, bring your arms to your ears. Keep the pressure on the ball. Exhale, peel a little higher. Support your head with one hand if your neck's fatiguing. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, curl a little higher. Do not pop your navel. Is your neck free? Arms to the T, arms to the ears. 1 more. Curl a little higher. Arms to the T, arms to the ears. 1 more, up and hold. And slowly release down. Feel those abs. If your neck's fatiguing, just roll your head gently from side to side. Take your fingertips to the base of your skull, elbows in your peripheral vision. Inhale, pressure on the ball, it's an oval, nod your chin. Exhale, we're curling up, eye gaze towards the ball. Try and get as much chest lift as you can without popping your navel. Let's pulse the ball with the thighs, breathing out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. Peel a little higher if it's available, and 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, lift 1 inch higher, reach fingertips, lengthening and release down. Beautiful. Let's release the neck by rolling the head from side to side. Beautiful. Like you take the ball away now, lift your one knee, tabletop. And that means your knee is above your hip, then pick up the other one. In this position, you'll feel the support of your lower back on the mat. Let's take the ball just above your ankle bones. So you want long legs. If you're struggling, you're bending your knees because of tight hamstrings, just take your legs a little bit further away. Can you make sure though your lower back is on the mat? Take your arms above your chest. Now take your arms to the T, palms to the ceiling. Let's squeeze the ball, inner thigh connection. I'd like you to bend your knees, knees above your hips. Now take your legs towards me. Go as far as you can without letting your opposite shoulder blade leave the mat. Pressure on the ball. Exhale, squeeze and use your abs, oblique muscles to bring the ball back to the center. Let's go to the other side. Go as far as you can. Don't allow your shoulder blade, the opposite one, to lift off. Now you have to use your abs to bring your knees back to the center. Keep the pressure on the ball. We're adding on. Lower the legs. Now if this feels good and challenging for you, stay here. Otherwise, try lengthening your legs. Squeeze the ball and use your abs to come back to the center, and then bend your knees. Let's go to the other side. Deepening if it's available. Make sure there's no back strain. Lengthen your legs. Squeeze the ball and use your abs as you come back to the center. Let's do 2 more. Bend the knees. Lower towards me. Make sure you're not using your lower back, and extend. If your back is loading, do not extend your legs. Squeeze and back to the center. Bend your knees. Let's go to the other side. Watch that opposite shoulder blade. Extend those legs, squeeze the ball, use your abs, come back to the center and bend your knees. Beautiful. Take that ball away, hug your thighs in towards your chest, and let's roll up. Well done, guys. I'd like you now to take the ball to probably where your bra line is or your mid-back. If this doesn't feel good, you can do the whole thing just lying flat. So play around with this. It's just going to give you a little bit of extension through the mid and upper back, which feels really nice. We live in a world of flexion, so it's really nice to open the chest. But if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So make sure your ball is too far down your back. Now you're resting on the ball, you'll feel it's mobile. So you have to use your abs to stabilize. This is engaged, this is completely relaxed. So make sure you're not here. You want to use your abs and lift up slightly off the ball, but you're still in contact with the ball throughout. Feet are grounded for support, ribs are closed. Fingertips to the base of the skull, see your elbows in your peripheral vision. I'd like you to roll over the ball. Inhale. Now make sure your head doesn't touch the floor. Lift your chin a little, elbows are wide. Now nod your chin first to keep your neck safe, then use your abs and you're going to breathe out. 3, 2, and I am shaking. Let's go again. Rolling back. If this extension doesn't feel good for you, take the ball away. Just join me on the flexion. Nod the chin and curl up. 3, 2, 1. One more here. Inhale. Feel the ribs open slightly. Feel that beautiful stretch across the chest. Nod the chin to keep your neck safe. And exhale, push the breath out as you peel up, lifting off the ball but staying in contact with the ball. Now stay here, lift your right leg. Flex that foot. You might need to hold here, that's fine. Otherwise, the calf muscle. Now just bring that thigh towards your chest. I want you to feel the hamstrings. We're going to point and flex. Relax those shoulders and flex. Point and flex. 4, flex. 3, feel that beautiful length in the back of your leg. Last 1. Now I'd like you to stay there. Take the fingertips behind the head. Roll back and I'd like you to tap your toes to the floor. Same upper body movement. Nod your chin, exhale and lift up. We tap, ribs are expanding. Nod your chin and lift up. Remember, you can be off the ball if that's where it feels right for you, and breathe out. Let's do 3 more. You should feel those abs. And push out. 2, lengthen that leg. Support your neck, don't pull on your head. Last 1, exhale, curl, lower down. Take your other leg, hold where it feels right for you. Lengthen. We flex and extend. Flex and extend. Relax your shoulders. 3 more. Flex and extend. Feel your hammies here. Last 1. Fingers behind your head. You're going to tap down and over the ball. Inhale. Nod your chin. Exhale. Push the breath out. Now try and get a little bit of lift off the ball, but you're still in contact with the ball. Those abs should be on fire. Breathe out. Oh yes. Feel the burn. 2 more. I'm working up a sweat in this beautiful sun. Last 1, and hold it and lower down. Use your hands, nod your chin, and use your abs to lift off. Beautiful. So I really feel I need to release stretching through those abdominals. So I'm going to lie down back on the ball. I'm going to support my head and I'm going to allow my head to tap the floor. Now, if your shoulders are good, take your arms above your body. You'll feel a beautiful stretch across the front of the shoulder. You'll feel an opening across the chest, and you'll have a little bit of an arch in that lower back. Breathe. If it doesn't feel good, take the ball away. So a little bit of extension through your lower spine, extension through your upper spine. Close your eyes, inhale through your nose, and exhale out your mouth. This feels really good. 1 more breath, and then slowly roll off the ball. Beautiful. Let's just pop the ball to the side. I'd like you to lie down. So can you lie down to the back end of the mat? Just rest your head on your arm. Now can you bring your toes to the front corner of the mat? You want to make sure your hips are level. Make sure you're not here. So look at your big toes. Look where my big toe is now. It means my hips hiking. So lengthen your top leg so your big toes are touching, which means your hips are level. Make sure you've got a little pocket of air here. So lift those ribs, the waistline off the mat. That's going to help you engage your abdominals. Hands either here, or if you need more support, place them on the mat. I'd like you to lift your top leg, hip height. Option to stay here, place your hand on your hip. Let's flex that foot. We lift up and lower down. You want a little pocket of air between that waistline and the mat. Outer thigh, push the energy out of the heel. Relax your head and neck. 4 more and lower. 3. Breathe. Last 1. Hold it here. Point your toes, make sure that top leg's hip height. Now brace your abs, pick up your bottom leg and hover. So inner thigh. If you're having to lower your top leg for the bottom leg to reach and move it, just lower it a little bit so you can keep it still as you connect the bottom leg to the top leg. 4 more. Exhale, up and hover. 3 and hover. 2, keep those hips still. Last one, hold it here. Now I'd like you to take your arms, an arm above your shoulder, flutter kicks, we go. In, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. If your hips are moving, come back to here. Last. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up and hold. Do you have a space between your waistline and the mat? And release down. Beautiful. Coming up, take that top leg in front, so in your 90-90 position, lift up, and let's just release the waistline, lean to the side, come back to the center, and then to the other side. And let's do that leg series on the other side. So lie down, line yourself up with your mat. Bring your toes to the front corner of your mat. Remember, you want to lengthen that top leg so your big toes are level, your hips are stacked. You want to lift that waistline, little pocket of air between that waistline and the mat, fingertips here or here. Pick up your top leg, hip height, flex the foot. We lift up and down. Remembering, it's not very high, you don't want to roll back onto your butt cheeks, so make sure you're not giving me this. Keep those hips level, up and back in line with your hip. 4 more. Try and use that glute muscle to lift the leg. Don't bend your knee. Are you breathing? Last 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Point your top toes and lift your bottom leg. And hover. And also just bear in mind, each side might be different. You want to feel that inner thigh, lifting that leg. Do you still have the pocket of air between that waistline and the mat? 4 more. 4. Keep your top leg still. Hips are level. 2 more. Breathe out. Last one. Hold. If it's available, lift that top arm and we little flutter kicks. Top leg. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hips are still. Relax your shoulders and in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold still and lower down. Up you come. Bring that top leg in front. Arms to the side. Let's lift up, lean over. You want to stretch that waistline, come back to the center, and then to the other side. Look underneath your armpit, and up you come. Beautiful. A little bit of extension now for the spine. I'd like you to lie on your stomachs. Grab your ball, and I'd like you to place your ball just kind of in between your boobs, that breastbone, and take your arms to the side of the mat. Your hips need to be on the mat, and I'd like you to activate your glutes. It's about a 35% squeeze on your butt. Turn your heels inwards, rotate your knees outwards, and make sure you're not here. So try and get an arrow line from your crown to your tailbone. You want to feel the work for this in the mid and upper back. Take a breath in. And let's just come into a little bit of flexion through the upper back. Then exhale, you're going to use your mid and upper back muscles to lift up slightly off the ball. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, round over the ball. Exhale, navel up and in. Don't allow your belly button to touch the mat. I'd like you to think of a suitcase handle between your shoulder blades and use the suitcase handle to lift your chest. So you're still on the ball, but you're trying to lift up off the ball, but keeping in contact with the ball. Now we're going to add the arms. So keep the length, slide the tips of the shoulder blades into an imaginary back pocket. Exhale, reach your arms above your body. Inhale, bend your elbows like you're polishing the floor and lift up off the ball a little more. And release down. Let's go again. Inhale, navel up and in, lift your chest, float your arms off. Squeeze your buttocks, reach long, breathe out. Try not to let your belly button pop. Circle up and around, see if you can get a little bit more height. Don't strain your neck, and release down. Relax your jaw. 2 more. Inhale, navel up and in, float off the ball if you can. You're still in contact with the ball. Exhale, reach, go for more length. Circle up and around, elbows come into the ribs and lower down. Last one. Inhale, navel up and in, float your arms off. Pull your belly up, reach your arms by your ears, longer. Circle up and around, elbows tuck and release down. Beautiful. Hands underneath your chest. Bend your knees. Pop the ball away. Anchor your sit bones to your heels. Lower your forehead. Walk your fingertips away and breathe. Feel that beautiful release across your lower back. Relax your shoulders. Hands underneath your chest and up you come. We're coming back to our legs. This time I'd like you to use the ball. So place your elbow underneath your shoulder. Place the ball underneath your ribs. Bring your toes to the front corner of the mat. And again, you want to play around with this a little bit. So if you have shoulder or neck issues, come back to that where we were first, lying down. Otherwise, I'd like you to be on the elbow. You want to use the ball and place it underneath your ribs. So this is a great tool. It's a little bit of a tactile reminder for you. If you relax down into the ball, you're going to feel it. Abs will not be working, so you want to lift up off the ball. Think of sliding that bottom shoulder blade down your spine and make sure your top hip is on top of your bottom hip. Now listen to your bottom shoulder with your ear. You're going to lift that top leg, hip height. Are your ribs closed? We're going to circle forward, down and around. Now make sure your ankle bones are touching. You want a deep circle. Make sure you're not up here. Exhale, lower. Lift your chest, close your ribs. Give me 4 more. 4, you're working deep into that glute muscle, your piriformis. 2 more. Last one, hold it here. Lift up off the ball. We're going to bend in, pull your hip back. Extend your leg out, flex the foot and sweep the leg back in a line slightly behind the hip. And we bring it in, lift up off the ball. We take it long and push. And we lift up off the ball. Relax your neck. We take it forward and we pull back. And let's go in, forward and pull. In, forward and pull. I must confess I've lost count. So let's try for 1 more. In, hold it behind you. Point your toes, lift up off the ball. And we pulse. 8, 7, 6, glutes. 4, 3, 2, hold. And release. Beautiful. Come on around. Let's do that on the other side. So set yourself up. Elbow under the shoulder. Ball under the ribs. Lie down if you're struggling with your neck. Take those legs long. Bring your toes to the front corner of your mat. Big toes are touching and lift up off the ball. Hand on the hip. We lift up. We circle. Down and around. Now if you're feeling any back strain, guys, please bend that bottom leg. Ankle bones connect. Lift up off the ball. Relax your neck. Listen to your bottom shoulder. Slide your bottom shoulder blade down your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. We come in, pull that top hip back. We extend, flex, and we take it slightly behind the hip. We lift up off the ball. Can you feel the ball? If you can, you need to lift up off the ball, and we tuck it in. Flex, and we pull back. Your foot's on a shelf. No ducking and diving. 4 more. We tuck, reach, and pull. Keep the top hip still, and pull. 2 more. Tuck, reach and pull. Feel your buttocks, no back. And pull, hold it here, extend your toes, lift up off the ball, we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach. And bend those knees. Beautiful, guys. Come on up. Take the ball in front of you. Lift up above your head. Exhale, fold over the ball. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. And feel that length in the back of your legs. Shoulders relaxed, head and neck relaxed. Breathe. As you exhale, roll that ball further away and release down. And then slowly rebuild your spine. Beautiful. Well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And as usual, if you have any questions, please send me a message or send me an email. Bye for now.